In his post-match press conference, in the wake of Manchester United's 3-2 frustrating defeat against Arsenal, a defeat, by the way, that all but ends our hopes of winning the Premier League title this season, Erik Ten Hag spoke about how individual mistakes have led to us dropping the 3 points against Arsenal and how each of Arsenal's 3 goals were avoidable. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly what those mistakes are and how they led to Arsenal scoring the 3 goals against us. But I'm also going to focus on the one factor that I think Manchester United definitely need to improve on in order for us to be considered serious title contenders and even Champions League contenders in the future. Our ability to build up play from the back. Let's analyze. The first sequence is a sequence that shows Manchester United's inability to play from the back. Now, there was this moment in the game that really had me laughing, but I was not happy. It was sad and pathetic. We had a free kick here. So Eriksen was the first one standing by the ball. And then he looked towards Lisandro Martinez and Luke Shaw, and then he just walked away. Then following him, of course, is Luke Shaw over here, who comes into position himself. He's lifting his head. He's looking at options. As you can see, he looks confused himself. And then he looks at Lisandro Martinez over there. And then he just leaves. Now, come on, this is ridiculous. Now, it's Lisandro Martinez's turn. Back to Lisandro Martinez, who also does not know what to do with the ball. Obviously, as you can see, in a split second, there are so many Arsenal players just boxing us in our own half over here. De Gea to Luke Shaw, and then that's it. We lose the ball. And so Arsenal have an opportunity to counter-attack us. Now, the reason why I showed you this clip is just to show you that Manchester United, while we are one of the best teams in the league when it comes to playing in transitions, when the opposition makes mistakes, we are so good at exploiting those spaces when they are disorganized, right? Players like Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, they're amazing on the break, right? But when we have the ball and the opposition is organized, we are clueless. We have no idea how to use it, and as this clip shows, we are confused. There is literally no plan. Our only plan is how can we hurt the opposition on the break. And this, unfortunately, is what caused the first goal. So let's have a look. So the first goal here, for the love of God, why do we keep on doing this? You know, we've seen it against Brighton and Brentford in the beginning of the season. This thing when Lisandro Martinez just gives the ball to De Gea and then gives De Gea the initiative and the responsibility to play from the back. But guys, Manchester United fans, let me ask you something. If I asked you what is the glaring, obvious issue and weakness that David De Gea has, he's a good shot stopper, but he's not good with his feet. He's not a good ball playing defender, not a good sweeper keeper. Why are we so hell-bent on involving David De Gea as much in the build-up play? So obviously David De Gea gets the ball. Lisandro Martinez and Varane are not options, so he goes short towards Wan-Bissaka. But already you can see, I mean, Wan-Bissaka is taken already, okay? So Wan-Bissaka, but Varane, what is he doing here? So Varane is obviously moving towards this space over here, but he's leaving a big gaping hole. So Wan-Bissaka cannot give him the ball. We are trapped. 3 Arsenal players against 3 Manchester United players. We lose the ball. Now, this is going to lead to Arsenal getting a corner kick, which eventually will lead to them scoring the equalizing goal, Nketiah's goal. So they have the ball in the edge of our box. These half spaces are so dangerous. Obviously, with this goal, a lot of people focus on Aaron Wan-Bissaka's mistakes, but obviously Aaron Wan-Bissaka's mistakes is the most obvious one because it's the last one. But there were so many mistakes prior to that. So Zinchenko, there you go. Saka already making the run here. Nobody's covering him. Through ball. And Wan-Bissaka with Erik Nketiah here. Erik Nketiah, by the way, is becoming a lethal poacher. His position and his movement is amazing. So Wan-Bissaka versus Nketiah, this is a 1v1 situation. Beautiful cross. Now, in these kind of situations, as you can see, it's much like the advantage is with the striker because they are attacking the ball and they are facing the goal. While the defender, they are supposed to look behind them while running forward and then clearing the ball behind them. So it's an unnatural position, but still, you expect a Premier League defender to deal with this. This is a poor goal to concede. But again, a lot of people are pointing to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Of course, he's responsible here. But we put ourselves in a hard, difficult situation because of our poor build-up play. Building up play at Manchester United is like hot potato. Nobody wants the ball. Hot potato, just give it to the next one. Nobody is brave enough to come and take responsibility for building up the play. Now, this game right here against Arsenal really showed me so many things. For example, that Arsenal are mint good when it comes to building up play from the back. Their set playing is so amazing. Like, look at this. So over here, focus on Zinchenko as he's moving here. Bear in mind, Zinchenko is the left back. But look, as he's moving over there, getting involved in the play, Saka is moving here to the left back position. Now let's look at this. So much movement between the Arsenal players. So Anthony, of course, is calling on the Manchester United players to come in and press. But look, Zinchenko, here we have Partey. So they moved into a double pivot right now with Zinchenko, who was a left back, you know. Zinchenko obviously plays in. 3 Manchester United players are already out. Partey has time on the ball. Now Odegaard is over here, and then you have Nketiah coming in deep. Saka is all the way over there, you know, providing width in the forward position. There you go. Odegaard gets the ball. Zinchenko again, free over here. He gets the ball. Now look, Bruno Fernandes is coming in. Zinchenko is in a free position. Look what he's going to do. 1, 2, run in circles around Bruno Fernandes. No chance for you to get this ball right here. Beautiful play. And by the way, this play right here by Arsenal ended with an Odegaard chance that should have been a goal already. There is also this part right here. With this sequence right here shows that Arsenal have different ways of beating the press. Look, we are pressing them with 4 players. But look, Ramsdale, again, the benefits of a sweeper keeper. A ball playing goalkeeper is very important. Zinchenko gets the ball. Now look, Partey over here. And number 6, right? Well, look what he's going to do. Zinchenko dribbling with the ball. Oh, Partey. Beautiful. Scott McTominay doesn't see this. Bruno does not see this. Beautiful. Into the empty space. Now Arsenal have an attack. So it's these kind of little detail that make the big difference in big games like this. Having said that, Manchester United are not completely hopeless. For example, this is a sequence where Manchester United did an amazing job. So for example, and again, in this sequence, the reason we did an amazing job is because of the movement of our players. So McTominay comes in. Here, look at Lisandro Martinez. He's peeling off. There you go. Now he's got a lot of space, a lot of time on the ball. Plays it with De Gea. And look, he doesn't just pass it to De Gea and stay. He moves. There you go, creating space. Shaw gets the ball. Here, Christian Eriksen has made a run into this empty space right here. And that was effective. But the problem is that in this game, we only did it 2 or 3 times. That's it. While Arsenal, for them, it's a way of life. They play like that. It's like second nature to them. So this is the second goal that we conceded, Saka's goal, okay? So again, it starts from a mistake. So the ball, we are struggling to clear it. Now Eriksen gets the ball. Now here is the thing. Here's what you have to understand. In this situation right here, there aren't much options for Eriksen. There aren't many players, many of his teammates ahead of him, so he cannot play any through balls and start a counterattack. In these situations, what do you do? A smart player, a tactical player, what he would do is that he would actually position himself in front of the Arsenal player and look for the contact. As soon as he touches you, you fall and you grab the ball with you. The ref is always 100% gonna give you a free kick here. What that does is that it helps you control the tempo of the game. You just calm down Arsenal and their fans, and it just allows you to breathe a little bit. Bear in mind that at this point we were at 1-1, so we were still pretty much in the game, right? No, he doesn't do that. He loses the ball. Now, from that, a couple of seconds, like 4 or 5 seconds later, the ball ends up with Saka. So here, Scott McTominay is covering Odegaard. He's doing his job. And Weghorst right here is covering the center backs. Or I think Partey is over there, right? Shaw is covering Tomiyasu over here. So all of the other players are doing their job. But in this area here, we have a 1v1. It's Saka versus Christensen. And then Saka does what Saka does. I mean, we know what he's going to do. Cuts inside on his left foot. Curler into the bottom corner, and that's a goal. But again, Christian Eriksen made 2 mistakes. The first one is that he was not tactically smart enough to actually try to get a foul. And then next, he allowed Saka to actually get that opportunity and open up his body to actually shoot and score a goal. Same thing for the third goal, Nketiah's goal. A goal in the 89th minute. We were not supposed to concede this goal. Again, look at this. The ball finds itself to Rashford. Look at this. That's a shot towards Lisandro Martinez. At this point, it's the 88th minute. 2-2. Arsenal have been playing for 20-25 minutes in our own half. We would take a draw. You get 1 point, you take 2 points off Arsenal. They still have to play Manchester City twice. They are going to drop points. We get a winning streak going on. We can still win the title. No, Manchester United don't do that. At Manchester United, we make life difficult for ourselves, right? There you go. The ball comes in. Now here, obviously, as Partey passes the ball towards the left-hand side, Scott McTominay attempts to intercept the ball, but he can't. That's a problem because if he didn't make that tackle, he could be much closer to Trossard over here. But anyway, now Varane is going to make a big mistake over here. So as Trossard goes to Zinchenko, Aaron Wan-Bissaka here is concerned with a pass that goes, with a cross that goes towards this area in the path of Nketiah, okay? So what is Varane supposed to do? Varane is actually supposed to plug this space here, but he doesn't. Zinchenko goes for the cutback. We have two players, McTominay and Varane, who are supposed to cut this space. They don't. And then, of course, Fred, come on, loses his battle towards against Odegaard. And then Nketiah, he's becoming a really, really good poacher. And that's a beautiful goal. Again, the reason why we lost this game, we were not supposed to lose this game, but we lost it because of individual mistakes like this, because we cannot build up from the back. We cannot control the possession of the ball. We cannot control the tempo of the game. We cannot manage the game. And unless this stops, we are never, ever gonna win a league title or even a cup. This needs to change. So what does this defeat mean for Manchester United? Well, as far as I'm concerned, it actually means nothing. Because if you asked me in the summer, and I've made videos on that, what were my expectations for this season? I would have said, I just want progress. Manchester United last season were damaged goods. And so this season, we cannot deny that we have seen great progress under Erik Ten Hag. This team obviously is not ready for the title. And Manchester City and this Arsenal team are formidable teams, but also they have years ahead of us, years of planning, years of implementing ideas and concepts, while Erik Ten Hag just had a few months. But I'm already liking what Erik Ten Hag has achieved so far. And so we just have to wait a little bit and give him time. Now, the reason why I wanted a player like Frankie de Jong in the summer is that because in these kind of situations, like build up from the back, he can be an amazing asset because of his dribbling ability. He's a player who does not rely on just passing the ball around to relieve that pressure on his team, but actually can dribble through the middle. So are players like Jude Bellingham, for example. And so in the summer, I'm 100% convinced that a player like Scott McTominay will have to leave the club. And some technical dribbler, ball progressor in midfield will have to come in order for us to have much more options and much more solutions for us when it comes to beating the press and keeping control of games. I hope that you've enjoyed this analysis. If you did, please give it the thumbs up and cheers.